So today we're looking at sounds, because I don't think I've done a lesson. In fact, I know I haven't done a lesson on sounds in this particular course. I checked the chapter titles, right, which correspond to the course titles in the course. Yeah, they correspond to the lecture titles in the course. So I haven't done sounds yet, but I'll do them today. And there's actually a lot of vocabulary with sounds, and we're just going to look at verbs. But, and this is a big but, I think 80% of these verbs also have a noun form, and it's exactly the same as the verb. To squeak, a squeak. To creak, a creak. To sizzle, a sizzle. To crash, a crash. To patter, a patter, the patter. So a lot of them do, and I'll tell you which ones do as we go through, because I must admit, we don't usually say a slam or the slam. So we'll deal with them one by one, but you probably all heard to slam the door. And when you slam the door, you slam it with a bang. And notice I say with a bang. You very often hear with a squeak, with a creak, with a bang. Yeah, so if you close the door violently with a loud bang, then you can say he slammed the door in my face, for example. To slam the door in somebody's face, in Dave's face. Yeah, to slam the door in Dave's face. If I come to your door and ring on the door, maybe you don't want to see me and you slam the door in my face. But another good phrase that we very often use for driving, and I think we did this on this course when we were doing driving vocabulary, that's way back in chapter number 1 or number 2 or number 3. We talked about slamming your foot on the accelerator or slamming your foot on the brakes. Yeah, and if you slam your foot on the brakes, well, then you brake hard. Yeah, and that means you slow down and stop. You put your foot on the brakes. But you know, if suddenly an animal, a deer or something, jumps out in front of your car, you're probably going to slam your foot on the brakes because you're worried that you'll kill the animal, or you're worried that you'll kill everybody in the car. And so you have to slam your foot on the brakes to slow down. Okay, so they are really sounds. You know, when you slam the door, it's a loud bang when you slam the door. So I thought I would include that. Now, squeak is very high-pitched. Yeah, high-pitched means very ee, and low-pitched means very ooh. Yeah, that's the difference between high-pitched, a high sound, and a low sound. So squeak is a high-pitched sound, always. I think in ways of talking, in the chapter on ways of talking, we did shriek. Yeah, she shrieked. And I want you to notice how similar the sounds are, shriek and squeak. They're very similar words, aren't they? Very similar sounds. And a lot of the sound words are onomatopoeic. And that just means that they mean similar to they sound. Yeah, so buzz or hiss. Yeah, they mean the same thing as they sound. And squeak, squeak. So high-pitched noises, squeak. So you might say that someone gave a squeak of surprise, a squeak of alarm. Yeah, if they were surprised or worried and they went like that, that's a squeak of surprise, a squeak of alarm. And you give a squeak usually. But of course, you can use squeak as a verb. You can say the wheels on my bike squeak. The chain squeaks. Maybe you need to put some oil on your bike, yeah, and then the wheels will stop. Yeah, sometimes wheels do squeak.